Can you still find decent video games at thrift stores that aren't Wii Fit and sports games? Yes. Yes, you can. And yeah, in this video, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of games that I have found at thrift stores, and we're going to start off with a bang with an episode of the Goodwill Gamble, where my local Goodwill tapes together a bunch of video games, and I buy them without knowing if the games are in good condition or even in the case at all. Except in this case, there's only one video game, and it's NCAA Final Four 2003. Now, I'm having trouble getting the camera to focus. There it goes. So this stack was $6.99. It had one video game on top and a bunch of, I believe, old movies on DVD. I'm not really sure what these are. And this sat in their glass display for weeks and nobody ever bought it. And finally, all red tags were 50% off. So I actually got this for like $3.50. So I figured, what the heck? An NCAA basketball game on the PS2, that's kind of cool. They don't make NCAA basketball games anymore. And you never know, it could have something else in it. We have bought games that had other discs inside. It could be Rule of Rose, a $600 video game, but I highly doubt it. I hear a disc. There is a disc in there. Let's see what it is. It's NCAA Final Four 2003. No manual in the case, and the disc has some decent scratches. And I just popped it in my PS2, and it looks like it doesn't work. Off to a great start. But we did get a bunch of DVDs with old movies on them. Maybe somebody can tell me about these. I have no idea, but... Well, maybe that got me some good karma, because I went back to that same Goodwill a couple weeks later, and that's where I found this Nintendo Wii. And I might have posted this as a short already, but I'm just going to include the footage of finding this, because it was pretty wild. I bought this Nintendo Wii from Goodwill for $22, and it's taped to what I think is an internet modem and one Wii remote. I'm not entirely sure why they taped the internet modem to it, but for a split second when I saw it, I thought it was an Xbox Series S taped to a Wii. I thought I'd found the greatest score of all time. But I want to see A, does the remote and the Wii actually work? And B, does the Wii have a game inside of it? Which is always my favorite part about buying used Wiis, is because 9 times out of 10, there's a game inside, and I have to undo this mess. So first we're gonna open the Wii remote, because usually it's filled with battery acid if there's batteries in there. Actually, it's not. Wow, I am shocked. Somehow, despite having batteries in this thing, it is not covered in battery acid. Although shockingly, the Wii remote doesn't seem to be working. I'm actually surprised by that. I might have to fiddle with it, but I have never seen a Wii remote just not turn on. That's actually kind of a bummer. But now for my favorite part. The Wii's plugged in, it did power on, and we're gonna press eject and see if there's a game inside. I'm gonna go with a very simple guess. I'm going with, it's gonna be Wii Sports. It's spinning, there's a disc. Oh my God, let's go. I'm so excited. Spit it out. What is it? It's a GameCube game. A very clean GameCube game. You are seeing it, I'm not. I've never had a GameCube game pop out of a Wii before. Oh my God, I'm so nervous to see what it is. I'm just looking at the back. I haven't looked at the front. No freaking way. X-Men Legends. That's dude, this disc is so clean. Are you serious? This is not like an expensive or a rare game at all, but that is freaking cool. I still have my X-Men Legends childhood game, but like, to find a GameCube game in a Wii, that is a first for me. That's so cool. All right, well, what a great day. And so now we're gonna test if that Wii actually works, and boom, that came right up, so that's fantastic. Looks like it's reading the X-Men Legends, and let's check out their Miis. I always love buying Wiis and seeing what is on the Mii channel. We got 3 Miis. We got Marcus, Craiglina, and Blarf. I also really like taking the Miis off of the Wii and putting them on my personal Wii, so I will definitely be collecting Blarf. Putting him on my Wii. So we've acquired 1 Wii and 1 Blarf. Super exciting development there. And let's check if X-Men Legends boots up. This was like one of my favorite games as a child. I loved playing this game. I will say I played it recently and it hasn't aged very well, but still a pretty cool find. I wish it had been X-Men Legends 2, because I actually really want that game, but yeah, it boots up. I don't feel like plugging in a controller and everything, but this is only the second time I've ever found a GameCube game in any capacity at a thrift store. So I just think that's really cool. Love X-Men Legends. At some point, hopefully I can find X-Men Legends too, but again, we'll take it. Probably good karma for rescuing this broken NCAA Final Four game from the glass. So now I'm gonna move on to another one of my favorite thrift stores. This one specifically sells any video game they get in the store for $5 each. It doesn't matter what it is, they just mark them all at $5. And I actually took my wife there because they just have way too many DVDs. And it's actually kind of fun to go look through and find some stuff that maybe you've never seen or find something cool. So while she was looking at the DVDs, I went and looked at the video games. And they actually had a decent selection there. I just kind of took a little video of like their whole shelf that they had going on there. I actually would have picked up Crackdown 1 and 2 for the 360. Both of those I think are still exclusive to the 360. So they would have been cool to have, but the discs were in really bad shape. They also had Sega games. The guy devastatingly told me that earlier that day, they had put a Sega and a bunch of games out on the floor and they sold immediately. I would have totally bought a Sega from that store. And I'm assuming whoever bought them bought all the good games and left all the sports games behind. So, I mean, pro tip, if you ever go to a thrift store and you see that there's just a bunch of sports games there, it's not because they only sell sports games. There's a good chance that they do sell games. It's just people keep coming in and buying all the good ones. So just to preface that. But yeah, after scanning through, there are 2 games I ended up picking up. The first one was Brink. I had never heard of this, and it's made by Bethesda. I did a little bit of research, and apparently this is a cheap game, but it was only $5. It's in really good shape. It has an ad for Skyrim in it, which is pretty cool. So I don't know, if anyone's played Brink, feel free to let me know. I was a little nervous when I saw it so cheap that it might be online only, but maybe it's just because the game's not that good. I don't know, I'll check it out one day. Love finding 360 games in the wild. And then the second one I'm really excited about, Birds of Steel. Now this is an air fighter where you fly World War II planes made by Konami. This was complete in the box in really good shape. And I'm excited about this because you might have seen in another short, I have like, I'm blanking on what to call this, a Thrustmaster plane simulator controller, I guess. So I can play that World War II plane game and control it with this. 100% gonna do that at some point. I'll probably stream that one day. I just think that would be a blast. And somebody in the comments had actually told me that this game would work. I don't think I mentioned that is specifically a PS3 Thrustmaster, and this game works with it. Just absolutely crazy. Found that at Goodwill, found this at a thrift store. It was just meant to be. Super happy about this game. I'm really excited to check that out. Oh, and I almost completely forgot to mention, I also bought some DVDs. So they had Max Payne on Blu-ray. I still haven't played Max Payne, but it's one that like on the top of my backlog that I really want to get to. And I don't think this movie is actually very good, but crappy video game movies just fascinate me. And I think Mark Wahlberg plays as Max Payne. There's like a, I don't know, 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. But I just thought this was too funny not to pick up. And then the other 2 I picked up were 2 Resident Evil movies. Resident Evil Afterlife and Resident Evil Apocalypse. I've been really getting into the Resident Evil games. I've beaten 1, 7, and Village so far. And there's a Resident Evil movie coming out, so I thought these might be kind of cool to check out. This one actually came in a pretty neat slipcover. And on the inside, it has an ad for Resident Evil 4. I thought that was so cool. And looks like if you bought it off the website, you got a t-shirt with it. I'll have to look up and see what t-shirt that might have been. That's sick. I wonder if this website still exists. It does not. It does not still exist. And I don't think these are considered that good either, but I'm still gonna watch them. I still just, like I said, crappy video game movies just fascinate me. I think it's kind of hard to see, but I also have this DVD of Super Mario Bros. 3 Koopa's Rock. I found at a Goodwill. I still need to watch this too, but yeah, again, crappy video game DVDs, fascinating. The next thrift store we'll be talking about was another Goodwill. This is not the same Goodwill that I usually go to. This was a Goodwill that's a little further away. I happened to be running some errands and stopped in. Also, like, if you're ever wanting to go video game hunting, just like go when you're running errands. If you go to the grocery store and there's a thrift store, like drop in. It makes really boring errands kind of fun when you have something to look forward to. Like, that's the bulk of my video game hunting. I have an excuse. Okay, I need to go to Walmart and I had to pick up propane for my grill the other day. And so I went and stopped into a thrift store. That's like the bulk of when I do my hunting.
But this Goodwill never has anything. Every time I walk in there, there's just nothing. I almost just stopped going completely, but I was passing by it. I figured, what the heck? I'm gonna walk in, and there was a stack of video games sitting in their glass. Now, it was mostly sports games, and there were some games that interested me, like Outlaw Volleyball. I would have 100% bought this, and I don't think I showed it on video, but the actual disc was just really messed up. It was just like the Crackdown 1 and 2 from earlier. I just didn't think it would actually work, so I wasn't gonna waste my money. They also had, what was it? I can't remember. This DS game, like American Girl Doll or something. Hilarious. I do find a lot of like shovelware DS games in the wild. I should have just started buying them, but I think it was like $5. I was not gonna buy it. But I did buy 3 games from there. On the topic of DS games, I bought Flash Focus Vision Training in Minutes a Day. What a grail. This was $5. I shouldn't have bought this, and I wasn't going to. But I read the back, I saw it was made by the Brain Age people, and the Brain Age games are kind of cool. So I figured, what the hell, I'll pop it in my DS at some point and play it. I'll probably get about 5 minutes out of that $5, but whatever. Then we have Gran Turismo 5 XL Edition. I don't know if the XL part, yeah, it looks like the XL part of it includes stuff on the disc. No, that's a bummer. There's a promotional code insert to get the DLC stuff, which is very much expired. So whatever the $20 of bonus cars and tracks were, I don't think it'll be on the disc. But that's okay. I haven't really played Gran Turismo that much. It has the manual as well. I always just hear people talk so highly of the games. I know the new one people have said that they really like a lot. It just never really was a realistic racing game guy. I always liked playing like street racing or like kart racing, but I don't know, maybe this could turn me around and change my mind. It looks like you can play as like go-karts and NASCAR cars as well, so I don't know, maybe this is one I'll pop in. Yeah, 1,000 different cars. I mean, it sounds cool. Maybe I'll like it. I don't know. This was $6 though, kind of ridiculous. I feel like I could have gotten that same game at a retro game store for the same price. And same with this one, but I've just been wanting it. Infamous. This is a game that's currently still exclusive on the PS3. I've been wanting to pick up a copy, and to pick it up at a Goodwill, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. Complete in box, in really good condition. It's the not for resale version, must have came bundled in with a console. And if you're not familiar with this game, it's like a superhero game where you can either be good or evil. I remember playing it as a kid, but like haven't ever sat down and actually played through it all the way, so I would like to experience this one. As many of you know, I've been on a PS3 kick, so to add this one, $6. Again, feel like I could have gotten that same price at like a retro game store, but whatever, pretty happy to pick it up. And this was all $18. Again, that didn't feel good paying that for this, especially when usually Goodwill games are so cheap, but again, whatever. It is what it is. I do it for the content, right?
And so yeah, that's about the extent of the games I found over the past couple weeks. I found much cooler stuff in the past, which I was thinking about going over in this video, but I think I'll save it for a future one. I've been really wanting to make a video where I play a bunch of the games I find at thrift stores. So if there's any of these you'd like to see me play, let me know. I've been also trying to live stream the games I find at thrift stores a lot. The streams have been a ton of fun. If you happen to see me streaming, I haven't really been on a schedule yet, but like come pop in, just say hi, love chatting with you all. The ones that have been joining, we've just been having a ton of fun. Let me know if you've played any of these games. Let me know if there's any games that you have found recently. I always love hearing stories of other people finding cool stuff. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, click buttons, all that good stuff. ScootTube out.